For New England, Drew Bledsoe has been the man, but early on, he was not. Looking for the fullback, Kevin Turner. Throws it incomplete, and under pressure from Big Chester McLaughlin, he throws it away. Bledsoe won for his first 8, but defense gets it together. 4th and 8. It's not Marv Hubbard. It's 44, Tom Rathman. And Todd Collins, playing a big game today for New England, makes the play, and Al Groh, defensive coordinator, fired up. Patriots deep in their own territory in the second quarter. Terry McDaniel, the Pro Bowl corner, steps in front of Tipton. It's a touchdown. Second for touchdown this year. Third interception for McDaniel, 7-3. The silver and black, but the Patriots marching back. Bledsoe to Vincent Ultimate Brisby for 16 yards. Then to Brisby. He twirls it for 13 yards. Then the fullback, Kevin Turner, wide open. Touchdown, 10-7. Peeman.
Yeah, dual protection here as both the inside people on defense looking at the tight end to make their read. Ben Coates does a great job of picking both defenders off, clearing the way for Turner underneath.
The ensuing kickoff, watch what happens. Matt Barr, he's got a good short game, not a long game, and he backs it up like a wedge. And Ismail waiting for it to bounce to him. Instead, Steve Hawkins, the rookie out of Western Michigan, makes the recovery, setting up a field goal by Barr. Good from 24 yards. But wait, a penalty. And Andrew Ski Glover gets called for a penalty. What's going on here, Tom?
Well, you're not allowed to use other players to propel yourself over the line. This is a questionable call, though. Glover here gets up in the air right there, actually gets caught underneath by the Patriots, and then falls over the line. That's a very questionable call.
And Parcells takes the points off the board, and it ends up being a touchdown, 17-14, the Patriots. Hostetler scrambles and finds Tim Brown. Look at the catch and the concentration by the Pro Bowler Tim Brown. Then 3rd and 4 for the Patriots. 4. Haas on the quarterback tries a touchdown. 21-17. They're raiding. Patriots on the goal now. 3rd and goal. Kevin Turner hammered by Greg Beekert. Loses the ball, and the Raiders recover. Oh, it looked like he was trying to stretch out over the goal line. It was very close, but Beekert with the big hit.
Patriots were down on the goal line, 1st and goal at the 4, 3.5-yard line. Tried 3 times to run the ball and then fumbled. Did not get the ball, could not get it across the goal line running the ball.
Host of penalties called, 11 in all against the Raiders. 2nd and 10. And again, Bledsoe facing the rush, has it knocked away. We've seen 3 interceptions by Terry McDaniels, running 1 in for a touchdown. Bledsoe, 18 of 43, 269 yards. Got off very poorly and then came on in the second quarter. He's thrown for 2. He's been intercepted 3 times. It's a 3rd down and 10.
And we saw
17.
Excuse me. We saw that time that 2 linebackers were in his face. That's one of the things the Raiders have been doing most of the afternoon, are sending at least 1 linebacker.
Bledsoe going to the middle, the diving catch by Ben Coates. So the tight end Coates comes up with his 8th reception for 110 yards. He has 43 for the season, leading the AFC.
And I think Eddie Anderson here just throws the guy on the ground. And that's Fredrickson. He throws him on the ground. And Eddie Anderson comes up and makes a pop. That's a legal hit to try to save him from getting the first down. They don't have the first down. They're going to be, boy, it looks like from here almost a yard short.
Is short.
Not a yard, but short. Now, 3:56. The clock will be running. They're going to go for it. And just think about something, folks. They have been able to run the ball all day long.
Bill Parcells in the early going. Trying with Marion Butts, but again, he not able to get anything going. Leroy Thompson got the call. But again, both teams ineffective on the ground. It's 4th and about a half yard as they line up tight, and Bledsoe off the surge. And the question is, where will they spot him?
He did not.
Raiders try to take the ball away.
Baker was pulling his leg back, but you know the question, he only needed about 10 inches. It's a very nice mark.
And again, they called for the yardstick. We're down to 3:45 remaining in this fourth quarter. 28 attempts on the ground for the Patriots, only 50 yards. And it is New England, first down.
Well, twice we've seen on short yardage New England that they went to the quarterback instead of handing the ball off to the backs.
Patriots first down from their 27. The Raiders 23 carries, 83 yards. Deep drop by Bledsoe. And the pass incomplete. Intended for Ben Coates.
Well, Baker, number 54, was all over Coates, and that's why all the people are booing. Now, remember, you could check within the 5 yard. 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Here he comes. Here's Coates in the middle. Baker's there. Got his arm on him. Now he gets Winston Moss just drills him in the head as he comes through. And that's, the people are seeing it on the board here. Bledsoe is beside himself.
It'll be a second down and 10 at the 27. Bledsoe flying the middle, and it is broken up. The pass intended for Brisby, who was well covered by Albert Lewis. That sets up a third and 10 at the 27-yard line. We'd like to welcome those of you who have been watching Denver and Seattle, and the Broncos win their first of the season as they defeat the Seahawks 16-9. Marv Albert with Paul McGuire from Foxborough. 3.5 to go in the fourth. Raiders 21 and the Patriots 17. Third down and 10 for Bledsoe. He couldn't find anyone, and he is taken down. Second sack of the day for the Raiders, both for Anthony Smith, who came into today's game with only one for the season.
And Anthony Smith told us last night, I'm going back to my old techniques. My new stuff isn't working. My old stuff used to work. I was getting a lot of sacks, and I will get sacks tomorrow. Well, he got 2 so far.
So Pat O'Neill punting from his 10. Tim Brown on the fair catch. Out of the 43-yard line, a 36-yard punt. We'll be back in Foxborough in a moment. Shattered. Right now, Patriot fans' spirits are shattered, although still quite a bit of time remaining. 3:14 to go, but the Patriots, a revitalized franchise. They have come a long way in the last couple of years, but trailing the Raiders 21-17. Harvey Williams with a short pickup. Mike Pitts, Todd Collins combined to make the stop. It'll be a second down. Second and 8 at the 46. And now Bill Parcells calls for time. Bill Parcells taking over the head coaching job here last season. Went through some rough times at the start, but finished at 5 up and 11 down following some very difficult years. 1-15, 6-10, 2-14. Last year they were 1 up and 11 down at one point, but Paul, they won their last 4, fueling much optimism for this season. They finally got new ownership. The President, Chief Executive Officer right there, Bob Kraft, who, as we mentioned earlier in our telecast, at times you get the idea he could run for mayor of Boston. He was greeted by a thunderous reception prior to the game, and he's going through the crowd shaking hands.
He really did. You got to be willing to do things like that. But Kevin Turner is the guy to put it in the right perspective. He's just said, when you take a look at our football team, before we used to be able to come to a 4 o'clock game, about 2:30, just drive right on up, come on in. He said, now we came over here like a 1:45, and we had a delay of about 20 minutes. So these people are really behind the Patriots.
Second down and 8 at the 46-yard line with 3:09 remaining in the fourth quarter. Williams, who has run well in the second half, stopped by the nose tackle Tim Goad along with strong safety Harlan Barnett. It'll be a 3rd down and 5, and the Patriots call for time once again.
They have one more left, and the Raiders have one. But that running game, folks, that just joined us, that's the kind of running game that we've seen this entire football game. It has been absolutely nothing for either team. I think the longest run is a 9-yard run.
And that by Kevin Turner. Earlier, the longest run by the quarterback, Drew Bledsoe, for 7. Well, the Raiders, 25 carries, 88 yards on the ground. And look at New England, 28 for 50 yards. Harvey Williams with 65 of the 88 yards on the ground for the Raiders.
It's interesting, and when the Patriots were ahead at one time in this ball game, they are down now 21-17, but when they were ahead and they ran the ball a couple of times, they got booed. They wanted Bledsoe to throw it.
And this crowd getting behind the Patriots defense. They're standing and cheering. 3rd down and 5 at midfield. Hostetler off the roll. Hostetler throwing downfield, and it's broken up. The coverage by Maurice Hurst. Alexander Wright, the intended receiver, so it brings up a 4th and 5, and the punting unit will check in.
Marv, I want you to look at this section of the field. All the receivers are in one area. If I can get this thing cleared. All right. Here they come. Look at all the receivers. Now, this is not a rollout. He goes out on his own. Hostetler. Hold it. Stop it right there. Take a look. Here's a receiver. Right here. There's one here. And there's one right here. And my pen's broken again. But these guys are all in one area.
5th punt of the day for Gossett. Ray Crittenden is back at his 10. Crittenden breaking tackles and taken down at the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt and an 8-yard return. Rob Fredrickson, the rookie from Michigan State, made the stop, and with 2 minutes and 43 seconds remaining and 1 timeout to go, the Patriots back to the offense, trailing 21-17.
And this team really, even this is the second year, they really believe in this guy. They believe that Bledsoe can get it done.
Drew Bledsoe coming off the excellent game against Green Bay, named the AFC Offensive Player of the Week, got off to the poor start here today and then came on. But not one of his better all-around games. 19 for 46, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, picked off 3 times by Terry McDaniel. Bledsoe to throw on 1st down. He has the running back, Leroy Thompson. He was stopped by the outside linebacker, Winston Moss. It'll be a 2nd down and 3. Patriots in the hurry-up. Bledsoe stepping up. And went sideline, and for Brisbane.
Lionel Washington was playing Brisbane on the outside. If that ball would have been, if Lionel Washington could have gotten around the other side, this could have been intercepted for a touchdown. Here is a dangerous pass across the field. Look at Washington's there. There was no chance for the ball for either one of them.
Lionel Washington operating as the nickel back. Albert Lewis inserted into the starting lineup. A couple of changes by the Raiders today. Lewis starting at right corner, and the rookie Rob Fredrickson starting at outside linebacker for Aaron Wallace. Bledsoe got the time, and Vincent Brisbane with the 1st down and more, just intent on holding on to the ball at midfield. That's good for 24 yards as we come up on the 2-minute warning. So that will provide a timeout. When we come back, 1st down at the 50 for New England. We're down to 2 minutes Behind, they were trailing 17-7. Touchdown pass from Hostetler. And then a 3-yard touchdown run by Hostetler, but the Patriots starting out at the 50-yard line. Ben Coates on the reception, just a short pickup, and for Coates, his 9th catch for 112 yards. An advance of 5. It'll be a second down and 5 down at the 45-yard line. A sideline pattern, but short of the first down. Leroy Thompson was kept away from the marker, and he comes up short. The tackle made by Mike Jones.
See, one of the things that happens when you're in a 6 defensive back setup, in the middle of the field becomes open. They give you the middle so that you can keep the clock moving.
Leroy Thompson has the first down, and the clock is moving. We're down to 1:15 remaining in this fourth quarter, and the Raiders are up by 4 points. Patriots using their final timeout. Well, following the game, it'll be Unsolved Mysteries. That's coming up right here on NBC, followed by Sequest, and then the network television premiere of Shattered. Viewers on the West Coast will see these shows at their regularly scheduled times. It'll be following the Patriots and the Raiders. Drew Bledsoe now 23 of 51, 321 yards, another 300-plus day for the second-year quarterback out of Washington State. He's thrown 2 touchdowns, but has been intercepted 3 times. All 3 picks by the left corner, Terry McDaniel.
But Parcells telling us that they'll remember you for the games that you win at the end of the game that get you to the playoffs. And this is one of those games. You can have all the stats you want, and they'll throw away all the interceptions, not on your stat sheet, but the people will forget about him if he comes along and wins the football game. But they need a touchdown.
Minute 14 remaining in the fourth quarter. And Bledsoe throwing deep. Pass intended for Ray Crittenden, double covered by Terry McDaniel and Eddie Anderson.
You know, Marv, what happens, I mentioned this before, when you run 6 defensive backs and you're in kind of a prevent defense, the middle of the field becomes open, especially now, because here they want to force you to throw the ball in the middle of the field so that you can't get out of bounds and stop the clock. The Patriots have no more timeouts. They would love for you to throw the ball in the middle.
2nd and 10 down at the Raider 38. Bledsoe with the sideline pass that was tipped, intended for Michael Timpson, who was covered by the extra defensive back, James Trapp.
All right, here it is, Bledsoe. But if you look down the middle of the field is open. And you got people running all in the same area, and the ball is tipped. You've got to come back and throw the ball in the middle. Even because you have a minute and 4, you have plenty of time to get downfield and throw the ball down and kill the clock.
It is a 3rd and 10. Bledsoe gets it away, and it's caught but short of the first down. Caught by Leroy Thompson, and a flag has been thrown. Mike Jones with the wraps on Leroy Thompson.
The flag is thrown in the secondary, and it's offensive pass interference. The question is now, do you want the penalty? Because it'll still be now 4th and about 7.
Pass interference by the offense, number 87. 10-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
They call Ben Coates on it now. He comes down in the middle of the field. He's coming down right here, and they call that pass interference. I mean, tell you, that is a cheap call. It is contact outside the 5 zone, but he's running downfield. He's trying to run a pattern. Come on.
And the question here is, you make it 4th and 7 or 3rd and 20, and the Raiders go for the 3rd down and 20. Back at the 48, Steve Hawkins has come in as the extra wide receiver, and Bledsoe fires it.
Now what happened that time, Anthony Smith was in again and hit his arm. As he went to throw the ball, Smith hit his arm.
And that will bring up a 4th down, 4th and 20, and a very strong second half for Anthony Smith.
Oh, watch this here. Here he comes right on the right-hand side. He goes up and hits his arm and knocks the ball away. Now that penalty is a great call.
4th down and 20 with 51 seconds remaining. 4th quarter, and the Raiders leading the Patriots 21-17. So the game has come down to this play, and Bledsoe almost intercepted. James Trapp could not make the catch.
If he makes the catch, he walks to the end zone. Bledsoe had the heat on him. I mean, they were coming. He had to throw the ball away, and James Trapp, I mean, he just dropped the ball.
This is a guy with world-class speed, and he was thinking of the race to the end zone.
You look at this. Bledsoe has to get rid of the ball. Look at Trapp. He's all by himself out there, and he's hit him right in the shoulder pads.
James Trapp, a member of the 1992 United States Olympic team, as an alternate in the 400-meter relay. However, the Raiders take over with 46 seconds remaining. We talked with the Raider coaches last night about the fact whether they consider this a desperation game. They didn't want to use the word desperation. They said certainly a sense of urgency has come about, but the Los Angeles Raiders with a very strong performance to win on the road against a team that had won 3 straight. And the Raiders will go to a record of 2-3, while the Patriots drop to 3 up and 3 down. So that will do it. And Art Shell certainly feeling better about things as he heads back to the West Coast. The Raiders have Miami next week in Miami, while next Sunday the Patriots will play the Jets at Giant Stadium in the New Jersey Meadowlands. So Bledsoe finishes 23 of 55, 321 yards, 3 interceptions. Hostet was 17 of 31, 250 yards, picked off 3 times. And the employee owners of Avis salute the game's MVP on the subject of interceptions. Terry McDaniel, the Raiders' outstanding left corner, with 3 interceptions. And he has won today's We Try Harder Award. Avis, the official rental company of the NFL. Final again, Raiders 21 and the Patriots 17. Marv Albert.